Hello, welcome to this new video class. Today we're going to discover the symbol number 2. This symbol number 2 is known as Seiheki in the Western schools. However, Seiheki is not the name of the symbol. There's a big difference here in between the Western schools and the Japanese schools. For the Western schools, they believe that these are like two kind of kanjis that belong to the Japanese culture that means balance and harmony. The name of the symbol and the mantra would be Seiheki, and when they draw the symbol, for similar reasons than the Japanese schools, but when they draw the symbol, they repeat 3 times out loud, Seiheki, Seiheki, Seiheki. However, Seiheki in Japanese literally means bad habits, and it's not a mantra, and you should not repeat Seiheki 3 times because it's not actually well considered, this expression, because it's focused mainly on bad habits, and lately, as these bad habits have become, especially in the biggest city of Japan, sexual bad habits, many people, when they say Seiheki, they refer to this kind of bad habits. So it's definitely not a mantra. I've been to Japan a few times, I tried every time, and trust me, it's not a mantra. Which is the name of this symbol? There are like different opinions. Many people just call it symbol number 2, but as you will find in the internet and in many books, the most used name is this Seiheki. This symbol comes from the Sanskrit syllable Hrik, H-R-I-H. You can check on the internet about this Sanskrit syllable and you will see a symbol that it's quite similar to this one. This Hrik in Japan is called Kiriku, and everybody knows Kiriku. Kiriku or Hrik is a Sanskrit syllable that represents the Buddha Avalokitesvara, the Buddha of compassion. And when we work with this symbol, we connect with the energy of compassion. For which reason? To work with bad habits and addiction. So in Reiki, in order to heal or work with these addictions that, as I said in a previous class, are affecting the soul, we kind of call the energy the purest energy of compassion. So in this symbol, we can see the original roots, Buddhist roots of the Reiki school. When people say, still now some people say that Usui Sensei was a Christian priest, we can see in here that actually he wasn't a Christian priest, he was Buddhist. We know that he was Buddhist, but in here it seems quite clear that he was Buddhist because this is a representation of a Buddhist symbol. And actually, when you go in Zen temples, Pure Land Zen temples, you will find that there are like many drawings of the Kiriku, because the Kiriku represents Avalokitesvara, and Avalokitesvara is kind of the main deity in these temples. If you had been to Tokyo, next to the Tokyo Tower, the red one that looks like the Eiffel Tower, just below it, there's a huge temple, Zen temple. This is the main Zen temple of Pure Land and is dedicated to Avalokitesvara. So this is kind of working with this Buddhistic energy for compassion. We need to learn how to draw it. It's not that difficult. You'll see it on the next class. But in the Western school, when you draw it, you repeat Seiheki 3 times. In this case, I recommend you to follow the Japanese style, which is not repeating Seiheki 3 times. But you're going to draw it, again, very mindfully, and you're going to dedicate it for a specific problem. In this case, an addiction or a bad habit. The second difference between the Japanese schools and the Western schools is that in the Western schools, they call this symbol the mental and emotional symbol. And in the Japanese school, it's the Kiriku. So when we talk about the mental and emotional symbol, it means that we use this symbol every time that there are like mental or emotional issues. So it means that we can draw this symbol on the forehead, on the chest, on the plexus, as long as we believe that these issues or tensions in the body are related to some emotional or mental issues. In Japan, they only use this symbol only to work with bad habits and addictions, and they always focus on the forehead because they believe that the seed of the soul that we're supposed to nourish in order to make it bloom is located on the center of the brain. So these are the main differences of the symbol that we're going to work. But in general, in both schools, they use this symbol to work with similar, little bit different sometimes, but similar issues and problems. So first, we're going to see how to draw it, this Buddhist symbol, the invocation of Avalokitesvara, or the energy of compassion. So we see how to draw it, and then in another module, we'll see all the practices and we'll see how to work with it. But first, of course, we need to learn how to draw it. It's almost as easier as the chokurei, so it will not take so much time to draw it. But again, you can watch the videos many times as you want until you master it. It's very important that you master the symbols before starting working with them, because when you work doing Reiki, you want to be present, mindful. You don't want to be thinking of, now is this line, now is the other line. It needs to be more automatic so you can enjoy the drawing. This symbol, different than the chokurei, it has 3 movements. The front part, the second part, and then the 2 semicircles. If you remember the chokurei, it's just 1 movement, smooth movement. In this one, there are like 3 movements. In the next class, we're going to watch it. You're going to draw it. If you want, it helps to have like a pen or pencil or even a brush. If you want, that would be great. And then to draw it on a paper. This is, for me, the easiest way to learn how to draw it. And then we'll continue. And finally, we'll have to learn how to draw the Honsha Shonen. Probably the biggest challenge in here. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next class.